You go to the show with last night.
I didn't go to the show last night.
You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie.
Oh my God! Now hear this. Hear this.
Hey. Whoa.
Okay, so now let me open another page. I wanna
Okay,
see.
Google. We straight.
Yeah, man. We live.
Let's get it.
What's happening? Okay, welcome back, Jim.
What's happening, fellas?
Okay. All is well.
Even Google wants to get involved now. Hey, Google. Lower your volume, man. Hey. You know this jam?
Yeah.
That's that, I think it was that dude. No!
Santana? You're talking about
He
Sting?
sampled.
Yes.
No, it's a sample.
Yeah, I know it's a sample.
Juice World. Apparently what happened was this dude sampled Sting, yeah? But they didn't pay
Oh, for the
royalties.
joint. Yeah.
And then they almost sued or they had to settle like out of court, but they don't even own the song anymore because Sting took like 90-something%. It's dude, it's literally sometimes in life you feel the fight is over. That's
painful, man.
That's the joint thing.
But that's what they do when you don't clear the thing. Because the same thing happened to Cisco with Thong Song.
Yeah.
I had
no
guys.
idea, bro.
It's yo.
Huh?
It's painful.
Did they take like a chunk of that?
Yeah, they took a chunk of it. And it's just because people didn't do, the producers or whoever didn't do their homework, because it's a thing that they sample in the beat. And yeah.
No shit, bro.
So
you gotta be careful,
hey,
bro.
man.
Like
Paperwork.
the crazy one, even if you think about it, just at the top of my head was the Pharrell one. Remember Pharrell and Robin Thicke?
Yeah.
Had this
Oh
other
yes.
joint
Love you, girl. Wanna love
with
you.
with naked girls, whatever.
Oh,
I know. Yes.
Blurred
I
Line.
it.
Oh,
It was like a big thing, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they sampled there. Was it It was
I
Marvin
remember
Gaye,
that
I
story.
think.
Yes.
It was Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, apparently Marvin Gaye's foundation doesn't play.
Hey.
Like if you take a joint, they're coming for you, bro. Your
But you know,
house,
also
everything.
Jay and Timberland also got into for the Fiesta.
Really?
Apparently they took some Egyptian artist joint or something like that. So they settled out of court.
You lie, bro.
Yeah, no, it got hectic. I'm not saying they were guilty, but
Yeah.
I just recall them settling out of court.
Yeah, man, hey man, this music thing is
Something else,
tricky,
eh?
bro. Like when you make these songs, you better.
You know, I can
Do
even
the right
picture the
thing.
bit that was from the Egyptian. That din 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 din.
Yeah.
You know, on that Fiesta joint.
Yeah.
Din, 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 din,
Yeah,
din.
yeah.
I can picture that being an Egyptian type vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Was it like a film company they sued them or?
No, I think it was probably some other musician or artist. I'm not so sure.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
Just
But
always
gentlemen,
have
let's get into
have you
these
Let's get
topics.
into it. Let's get into it, man.
So,
This
so
is the-
you dropped a bomb during the week. Something that wasn't even really on
No,
my mind.
it was something that, you know what I mean? Like, as a bachelor, you're coming across these things, you know, it's
Learning new
navigating
things.
this thing called life, you know?
Yeah.
You'll come into situations and then there's a pattern that you start picking up, you know? And you're like, wait, what is going on here? You know?
Yeah.
But before we get into that, man, this is the Dread Avenue podcast. Thanks, everybody, for joining. This is episode 2 in our new spot, you know what I mean? Vitamin Q
Started
Studios.
from the bottom, now we're
You know what I
here.
mean?
Started from the bottom, now we're
hey,
here.
bro. And we say that to inspire and motivate, by the way, right? We're not just
One
like
time.
say started from the bottom for no reason. Like literally, you start from the bottom and then you keep going.
There's
You
levels
know?
to this game.
There's levels, bro. And you can see it,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, this is our second episode. On that note, yeah, we were talking about something like during the week, right? And maybe everyone else out there can relate. I think back in the day, you would relate to this story. You know, I'm not trying to put my man on the spot, but you would definitely relate to this where, you know, you go on a couple of dates meeting new people, trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the thing that at some point in your life, everything is coming together, and you're trying to make other things come together. You know what I mean?
Put the puzzles together.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you put yourself out there and you're going on a few dates and you come across this thing where a lot of women are talking about this concept of ghosting, right? So ghosting is basically where you vibing with a girl, and I think you're gonna be dope. You put that definition thing, right? Like right here somewhere, like on the screen. Ghosting, whatever the definition is. Cool. So ghosting is where you go, you're basically vibing with a girl, you're getting to know her, and then all of a sudden, zero, nowhere to be found. Silence, right? So for me, it's like, okay, what is going on? Like, is it that women expect like a formal explanation of, yo, it's been good, like, these are the notes, from my review, right? I think that you should do corrections here, and or what is the expectation there, right? Because we're not committed, we're getting to know each other, and I mean, I haven't said, listen, this is what it is. I've just said I'm trying to get to know you. Now, if I disappear, do I owe a woman an explanation to say, listen, this is a formal,
Goodbye.
separation, parting of ways,
It ain't working out.
Yeah, it ain't working out, right? And how many people actually do that?
Yeah.
Also, right? Because ghosting apparently is happening, but how many people actually give you that formal explanation of, yo, like what is the
you know what
explanation?
I see?
Yeah.
Most of the time when people give that, okay, let me just speak for myself. Most of the time when that explanation is given, it's given because, hey, I know I'm going to bump into this person at some point.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be awkward.
Right.
So you're like, let me just tell them now so that when we do bump into each other, it's not like, oh, but you just went quiet type vibes.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean? She knows that, homie wasn't feeling the whole situation because of 1, 2, 3, or, life happened and he just needs to prioritize, whatever.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
what
mean?
if you're in too deep? That's the thing. I think with a lot of women, the issue is you guys start vibing,
Yeah.
and the vibe is great,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you just disappear.
But-
You're just like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm out.
Okay, but my
I've got my
question
response,
is,
but I want to...
my question
Yes.
is,
Yeah.
right? Naturally, when you meet someone, right?
Yeah.
You probably saw something you like. You're like, let me explore that, right?
You saw the burger.
You saw you're like, hey, maybe that one, the flavors are perfect for consumption, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, what about the concept of losing interest,
Yeah.
right? Because it's okay to lose interest, right? And practically, there's a process that takes place when you're losing interest in someone. You're probably gonna stop talking as much as you used to. You're probably gonna stop initiating things
Yeah.
as much as you used to. Isn't that a sign enough to say, okay, something is...
No, but this...
Do I owe you the formal, yo, listen, let's talk? I ain't feeling you no more like that.
That's a bit rough.
That's why people ghost. Because it's a thing of,
Yeah.
you want to avoid
Yeah.
that tough conversation. Nobody wants to tell the next person,
Like-
look, man, hey, you're older, or whatever the reason may be.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
And
Nobody
it's
wants to
naturally
do
gonna, I mean, I understand the whole, yes, it's noble, like it's respectable. That is like the more mature thing to do, right? But I'm looking at it at generally, what are the stats, right? How many people actually want to put themselves in that uncomfortable
And I'm so happy-
conversation or situation to say, listen,
Yeah.
all right? Maybe, I don't know what your thought is. Right? Because it's always going to be
But
uncomfortable.
why is it that people want explanations? Because
No, because of disappointment.
they're always
No,
like,
it's
why didn't-
disappointment.
Let's say you ghost.
And even me,
Yeah.
this was my opinion about it, because also the lady said something that was very interesting, right? And I was like, I get it. So she was like, I want to know things I need to work on,
Sounds deep, bro.
right? Wait. Follow me with this, right? So she was like, for me, I feel it's not right because I want to know things I need to work on as a person, right? And I was like, okay, I hear that, but what if somebody else likes the shit that I don't like? And I'm telling you, yo, change this, change that, right?
Yeah,
And then the other dude might come and say, no, man, I actually like that. And then now that's a problem for him. And he's coming and saying, well, I don't think we can work because maybe you don't talk too much, or maybe, you know, you're very sexual, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas maybe I had said, I know I need you to be a bit more sexual, like put yourself out there. Yeah. And then you do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's subjective. Like, I
But-
can't
but
impose
Lance,
my...
To answer your question, at least from my perspective,
Yeah.
this thing is about I'm still attached and you are walking away. That's the only reason. I'm telling you, when you're in a situation where it's like, I'm not feeling you, you're not feeling me, hey, everybody wants to part. Nobody tries to reinitiate the situation. Both parties are like, let this thing die. You get what I'm saying? So it really is just that thing of I'm still attached, but you just decided, you know, you want to up and leave. Honestly speaking.
Aubrey said something in the chat, right? I was like, that's not hot. And you know, like in chats, Owens just like say it like it is, right? It's not polished. Something about, hey, bro, this is the game. You know? Like, you know the game you're in. Like, you know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, take your L and move. But I understand, like... I understand when there's like emotions.
The unfiltered version.
The unfiltered version, right?
Yeah.
I understand like when there's emotions involved. And it's always going to be hard because even if I tell you, right? The truth of the matter is you're going to get hurt regardless.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because I'm detaching from you when you are attached. So whether I'm like, yo, listen, we probably need to take time or whatever, you're still going to get hurt, bro. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Can I tell you, the one time I did something respectable.
You did it one time?
Well, no, guys. Don't put me out like that. Don't put me out like that. There's viewers, guys. There's viewers. No, but I tell you, there was a chick. We seen each other, gone out a few times, nothing official. And I was like, you know what, I could tell she was really interested, you know. And I was like, I know this is not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what, but you kind of tend to have a lot of respect for people who have kids. And those type of situations. So you're like, you know what, I'm not ready for a relationship. Right? She was on some tip of, I actually have a boyfriend. I just like spending time with you. So I'm like, okay.
That's rough, bro.
So it now came across like I was being forward. But I was just trying to be, you know.
But
you know,
just trying to forward with
but that's why I'm saying that, you know. That's why I'm trying to say that, you know, some of these things, you don't really need to say them.
No, I think honestly speaking, and this is my opinion, right? Not to impose it on anyone. I think in the early stages of a relationship, when you're getting to know someone, it's not even, we're not committed. So we're not a relationship per se. We're two grown individuals who are getting to know each other, spending time, you know, doing their due diligence or whatever, right? In that phase, don't put your guard down. Ever. Right? And don't assume it is what you think it is. Right? Don't assume.
When there's no clarity.
There's no clarity. Take it for what it is. If I said, listen, I'm really trying to get to know you, that's what it is. And I think you should be doing the same. Right? When you've changed your mind and made it conclusive, like, this one.
He's the guy.
Let me know.
That's the disappointment I'm talking about now. You see?
Right? Because I feel like usually it's a touchy subject when you have already said, you know what, I like this guy. Or I really rock with this girl. You know, so I think, you know, this is what it is. You've already in your mind. But this guy is still saying, no, I'm still getting to know her. Okay, maybe I don't like that. I'm out. Like, I think at that point, we should be always transparent. Like, yo, listen, I'm really beginning to like you or whatever. As uncomfortable as it is, right? Like, I should know where you stand at that point. So I can say, ooh, lady. Whoa.
But you know, some of these girls would rather die than tell you that, hey, man, I'm feeling. Hey, some of these girls would rather die. I'm telling you. But remember what I was saying. That just to reiterate what I said on the group. Like this is the game of love. That's why we call it the game.
Right.
You know, it's the game of love. I think we often leave the love part out. We out here, you trying to find a suitable partner.
Yeah.
She's out here trying to find a suitable partner. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't
work.
You know what I'm saying? And we need to begin to understand. I feel like sometimes people want to step into the game and not take any risks. You have to take risks. Me taking you out is a risk. I don't know how you're gonna behave when we're there.
Dog, I saw
You know what
a
I'm saying?
lady.
Yeah.
I saw a
100%.
statement that with this lady where she's like, "Listen," I was like, "Wow, screw that." She was like, "Listen, don't hit me up if you have no money, right?"
Okay.
She was like,
Was this a meme? Because I think I saw something similar.
"Yeah, like don't hit me up if you have no money."
Yeah.
And
She wants
if
an allowance.
I want somebody that's stable, and if we're going for lunch, you're paying.
Yeah.
And I don't want any time wasters and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Right. So in my mind, I'm like, neither me. It's like neither do I want somebody that has no money. Like. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that's so much pressure on the men in general.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Where it's like, do this, I need this, I need that, blah, 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 blah. If you ain't got this, you don't qualify, right?
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I have the same standards, like, in a way, right? If you have these standards of, I don't want this, I don't want that, I want it, just know that I have the same. Like, if you don't have money to take yourself for lunch, I'm not taking you for lunch.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna send this short clip on the group group chat. There's this cat. It's like relationship, and there's some therapist.
Yeah.
Right? And this chick is going on. My dad, he dropped me off.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere I want to go. Hey, he was a provider, protector. And I just want that from him.
Right.
And this dude is quiet. And he's like, when it's now his turn to talk, all he says is, I feel like I've been doing all of that. Now, my only question to her is, what do you bring to the table? And you know, the chick was like,
tough question.
and the chick was like, are you
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going.
Every time
the
you
chick
ask
was
that
like,
question, I've never met a chick that's
are you serious
take a
right
while.
now?
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Are you
like-
serious right now? That's her response. And that is a valid question. I mean, I've always been saying this, and I say this to girls who won't trip when I say it. You know, people who are open-minded. I say every relationship, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's a friendship, there's a give and take. So if you
It
come to
has
this
to.
party thinking you're not going to give anything,
No, and I think
it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, I hate to call it what it is like that, but there's a sense of entitlement that I see generally, right?
Yeah.
Where because unfortunately it's like that, right? In some cases, not to label every woman.
Yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
people to come at me, but
Yeah.
where because of my gender. Let me put it that way. I think I navigated that way. I think I did, you know. Because of my gender. Wait, let me add the icing to the cake, bro. Because of my gender, whatever it is,
Yeah.
right? I'm entitled to certain things. I'm entitled to a man who has this kind of car.
Yeah.
A man who has this kind of bank balance in his account, you know, who's doing this, who's doing that, who's doing that, right? Whatever, right? And on the other hand, right, it's on the other side of the coin, it's as a man, right? It's like, okay, wait, I should have my list as well. And this is not about a 50-50 thing, and because I don't really buy into that, right? But it's like, we also do have our own requirements, right?
we
Or,
do.
you know, standards in the thing. You know what I mean? And I feel that's where sometimes there's a mismatch. Where, okay, I'm meeting all your standards. Okay, I got the car, I got the house, I got the money, I got
We're not
this.
expected to have.
Right?
Society doesn't want us to have our standards.
Yeah. Like, it's like, okay, so I've met all those things. What about my standards? What about me saying, okay, I need a respectable person. I need somebody that's responsible. I need somebody that has ambition. I need
Takes
somebody
care
that
of themselves.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what about meeting me on that side of the table, right? And honestly speaking, not to judge because there's some men who
Can I
like
tell
that.
you? Can I tell you the response that you get
Yeah.
when you communicate these type of things?
Yeah.
You men are superficial. That's what.
It's never a positive
and that's
response.
why it's never a
It's
positive thing.
never-
And that's why men
Yeah.
just keep quiet because
I
we know
think-
we're gonna go do our thing anyway. So it's like, whatever. Cool.
No, I think honestly speaking, it's we just generally as people and as youth have to have a bit of a shift in mentality, right? Where it's not always about what the other person is bringing to the table. It's about what are you bringing to the table.
Hey man.
Right, when you get
That's
in,
a
and I
crucial
think that's a very crucial thing,
Yeah.
especially when you're young, yeah, whatever, you're still figuring it out. But I mean, the older you get, late
100,
20s, early
100.
30s, right? Now you're supposed to be
You
thinking
wind it
about
down.
the value that you bring to the table, right? Which also creates value for you, and whoever is jumping into your space, they have to be meeting you somewhere, and you can say, okay, listen, I'm bringing this. So what are you bringing? And if you're not bringing this.
And you know, when you have
So-
that honest conversation with yourself, you begin
Right.
to be like, okay, where are my standards and where am I?
Yeah,
You know, and then you begin to say, okay, maybe I need to chill out on certain things that I want because I'm not yet there. And it's cool if you're like,
Correct.
I'm gonna stay with my standards because they're my standards. But then that means, hey, I need to improve. Aubrey needs to improve.
Yeah.
So that when I meet that woman, I'm like, I'm bringing this to the table, and there's no second guessing.
Yeah.
Is Aubrey really that guy?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct. And one point, Q could actually correct me on this if I'm wrong. But I think sometimes we miss the plot when we make it a women versus men thing,
Oh man,
or men versus women thing.
that's a
right?
problem. That's a problem.
Because I think it's more or less an individual problem as a person, right?
Yeah.
To say, me as Derek, not me representing all men, right?
Yeah.
What am I doing to better myself, to better situate myself when I meet someone, right?
Yeah.
Me as a woman, right? As an individual, right? What am I doing to increase my value, increase my worth, right? So that when I meet whoever that man is, I have value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That needs to be the conversation. And I think our elders in some situations have kind of let us down in not instilling those things. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and I look at it, this hip hop era, you know, like
Yeah.
this, you know what I mean? The young adults. Oh man.
I like what this other podcast lady was saying. On
Yeah.
YouTube. She was saying that, you know, women's superpower, as he highlighted, is the
Bro.
cookie,
Yeah.
while
Is it coming
men's
through there?
superpower is the pocket.
Yo, Mike, is it,
You know?
is it turned on?
Because if I'm loaded, I might be the ugliest dude on the planet. But if my paper is right,
Okay.
you best believe I'm getting those Instagram models.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it really is one of those things,
Jay-Z
unfortunately.
says there's no such thing as an ugly billionaire. You know?
Yeah.
I was just like, man.
But you know, can I just mention one thing
Yeah.
in terms of ghosting? And I mentioned this on the chat, is that ghosting is just a recent term. This thing has
Right.
been happening. It's
Yeah.
been happening. And the other thing is that it's not just men who are doing it. Women are doing the same thing. And that's why I say,
Have you been ghosted before?
no, I've been ghosted, dog. Dog, it's rough out in these streets. What are you saying? No, for real.
I like that.
I can't come here and tell you
like that, man.
the game of love, you're taking risk, and then I come here and act like it's been all a bed of roses. Nah, niggas, it's been crazy. It's been crazy.
I know, but you know what they say as a dude, like, bro, take it on the chin, bro.
Take
Keep
it on
the
moving,
chin.
man.
Take it on the
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just found that interesting, man, to say like, what is the general take on that? And I feel like what we're coming to is, I get it morally, and you know, you might judge it and say, oh, it's not right, right? But it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And you just gotta know, like, it might happen, it might not happen. It's just how you are able to pick
It's how
yourself up.
you react to it.
How you react to it, correct. And how
How
you can
you react,
preempt certain things or pick up the signs, the signals, like, yo, this one,
He's
he's
not
on his way
vibing.
out. But
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because I think
And then don't go punish the next nigga that comes through. Hi. The poor nice guy.
Aubrey, now I get punished for it, like.
I'm gonna leave before he does.
Nah, man.
But I think, I think it's the most important thing is just awareness, you know, like being self-aware, especially when you get into
self-aware.
those
Yeah,
things, you know, like I think in a lot of situations you tend to be overtaken by your emotions,
right?
And then because of that, you don't actually see what's actually going on, and then when it actually happens, where someone ghosts you, then you're in your shell. Now you wanna lock yourself in a room, and so
I don't think that.
But this is also why it's important for you to establish what is it that I bring to the table.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like I value myself.
Yeah.
You see, so even me communicating that I've been ghosted, you don't see me.
It doesn't
take
take
anything
anything away from you.
You get what I'm saying? So you need to know who am I, you know, and have that self-worth, and you'll be fine. You will recover. Yes, my ego is going to take a hit, but tomorrow we'll be back in the game.
We're back.
It's a new day.
Come on, now.
You know what? The statement that I heard, that was like, especially when I was in my teens and I heard that one, it kind of built my confidence, which was, bro, the dude that gets hit the most, right, is probably the own who gets the most, you know, girls out there. And that's because that own keeps going back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if something doesn't work, the quicker you bounce back and, bro, it's a numbers game, my guy. You might win, you might lose, but don't lose and then now, like, crawl back and, like, lock yourself up and, you know, like, it's part of it. You win some, you lose some.
It's like that with everything in life.
It's like that with anything, bro. Like business, anything. Like resilience, right? You lose, you win some, you keep it pushing. Anyway, what else was going on, man? This week was quite interesting as well. Like
speaking to winning and losing some. Guys. Paul and Lloyd.
But they both won, gents, in the bigger scheme of
guys,
things.
enough now talking pocket.
But
yes,
that's what it was about.
But it's a sport. The sport is about
if someone gives me how much Logo make in that thing was like $20 million. Bro, I'm in there, my guy.
You know what my issue is?
Fine.
No, those men won. You're like we can't.
We lost.
That's where I'm going. You know the thing about all this marketing, social media that's going on now. They create so much hype that even if we want to ignore it, we're still tempted to go find out what exactly happened. And now you go there expecting some huge event, some nice occasion, and it's just a great disappointment.
No, for me,
guys, I only watched the highlights, but you can tell how touched I am.
But look at it, like with Conor, right?
Yeah.
When he fought Conor McGregor, there was a lot of hype. Right? Conor is also not a boxer, right?
True.
But
he's a fighter.
Yeah, he's a fighter. And the aim of that fight was someone was supposed to come out victorious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With this fight, even when you looked at it, it felt as though, even though they did say it's an exhibition match, like as a sports person, like I want to see someone come out on top. You know what I'm saying?
If it's an exhibition, don't tell us. Just go and fight.
Okay, let me ask you this. When you were getting into it, who did you think was going to win? Like, who were you like rooting for?
Floyd was going to win the match.
Money, right?
All the way.
Money was going to win. But I think also, like, because of his record, right? People always want to see him
lose.
See him lose.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I honestly thought it was going to be a tough fight. I just saw it because of the weight classes as well.
Yeah,
I was
like
looking at it
15
like,
kgs
dude,
more.
this guy's
height-wise, reach and everything.
right. So I felt like Floyd might have a tougher challenge there.
Yeah.
In terms of how Floyd fought in that fight, I didn't expect anything different, to be honest. Because if you look at Floyd's track record, right, it's not like his fights are very like
exciting,
right?
Keep your nose in the
He's
seat.
tactical, right? Like, and he did exactly that. Where I think people got disappointed was Logan, where he was not. He was just all over the place, like, But for me, I saw what I was expecting. I knew it was going to be a boring fight. To be honest, I didn't think it was gonna be
This is why I don't watch boxing.
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury
Yeah.
or something.
I think I've watched too many boxing movies to enjoy boxing. Because boxing movies is lit, bruh. This guy's been training. He's got the physique. He steps in the ring. They put on the show.
But even
You know?
even in boxing matches, like
Yeah.
if you like talking about Deontay and Fury, right?
yeah.
with that boxing match,
Yeah.
like you could see that this is
This
epic. These niggas are going for
These
each other.
guys don't like each other for real. You know
They're
what I
going for
mean?
each other. Even though there was like respect, these
Yeah.
guys are really trying to knock each other out.
Yeah.
Like with that fight,
Well, that one, but yeah, I mean, it's an exhibition fight anyway. So
But I
I'm
guess,
gonna
I
wake
guess
up
that's
at
why
3
people
a.m.
like
and watch it.
heavyweights.
Yeah.
Because heavyweights, typically, they're going for the kill. That's what I see.
there's another local
lightweights,
one that's supposed to
middleweights.
happen though.
Yeah.
Casper versus DJ. What's this
Prince
DJ?
KB.
Prince KB. Like, I don't know.
Musician Cassper.
Yeah.
musician.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like,
Are they're really
don't-
going to step into the
I'm
ring,
not
or it's
about
not
the
just
hype.
talk?
Well, it's talk at the moment, but they apparently they're taking it serious. Now, for me, it's like AKA and Casper made sense
Just they don't like each other.
because they don't like each other.
That's
So
what I'm
you know where they're like, this is beef. Y'all
Let's-
squash.
let's see them there, sort
Fight.
it out,
Wait,
you know?
fight, and then squash the beef. We don't want to hear nothing after that. Whoever gets knocked out.
You won't recover, bruh. And you won't recover. Every time you have a beef, people
Yeah.
will just remind you.
That's
That's
what I'm
why
saying.
Cassper. Oh, that's why AKA.
But let me
You
ask
know
you
what that
this.
situation.
Who would you? Who in that scenario? Who do you think would get it?
Casper would kill AKA.
Yeah, guys. For
Casper
me, there's
would
nothing.
kill
There's no,
AKA.
and it's not about I'm this guy's fan or what, because you know I barely know about.
What's
the
your-
local,
what's
but
your- what's your
when I
take
just
over
look
it?
at the people and I see, yeah,
What's your take?
definitely Cassper. I mean, he's got the size.
No,
That's-
but we
that's what
spoke
I
about the
meant.
size is not everything. You saw
But even if size is not
Mayweather-
any,
Right. Also,
Even if size-
if you look
those-
at the
there's a clip-
personality, you
Yeah.
see, you know, you can just look at a nigga and say,
there's a clip of AKA.
Yeah.
I think he was attacking Black Coffee or something. So a few years ago.
no Asian
Okay.
Black Coffee gave him that
Yeah, like it's
one clap, bro.
yeah. I'm
With that hand. One clap. No, you know what?
I don't think he.
I don't know.
You don't even last 5 rounds.
I don't know, bro. I don't think it's about size. Personally, I don't think it's just about size. It's about skill as well. Okay.
But you see, that's why I was saying personality. I don't see that. There are some guys who you can say, even if this guy can mess him up, I wouldn't. That guy wouldn't want to fight.
And
with him.
even like
because you know that this is gonna be a showdown. It's kind of like what
Yeah.
I forgot which MC said this. You don't see big dogs going up against big dogs because they know this is going to be a war. It's not just gonna be I'm just gonna wish-wash this guy.
No, and I hear you, but I'm just saying. Okay, I don't know.
so you think AKA will
I think AKA might. I think because he boxes also. Like he does box. Like I've seen some of his. He's been boxing even before they talked about the fighting thing. Like AKA was boxing still. Like you find clips online where he was boxing or whatever, and he's alright. Like he's got some skill, but maybe it's because I don't see Casper's aggression as a person. Right?
Yeah.
He seems like I've never seen Casper mad. Have you seen Casper mad? Like he doesn't seem like a violent guy. Do you understand? Oh, he doesn't seem like someone who fought a
those are
lot
the
in high
niggas you
school.
should
It's so
fear.
interesting.
No,
you know what? I
I'm
feel
saying
the
he
way
doesn't
he
know-
feels about
yeah.
Casper is how we feel about it.
Yeah, bro.
No, you got,
Guys,
you
yeah, it's
got a
one of
point.
those. It's one of those. I mean,
You
we're
got a point.
out.
But are we saying Tyson did not kick ass?
No, he did.
Right?
he-
And Tyson wasn't the biggest guy.
It was 124
It was-
knockouts in his first fight.
Do you understand?
Like-
so this, I don't buy the argument that size is everything. I think it's
Yeah.
skill, right, and aggression. You have to be somebody that gets mad.
No, but like,
Yeah, that's
think
true.
about it like this, right? We haven't seen Casper angry or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't.
But he doesn't like AKA.
They don't like each other.
Two, that nigga's
Right.
and his mom.
Yeah, even bro. When he did that, I was like, oh, AKA.
So he's got
dog.
every reason.
Why,
Do
man?
you
Why
know?
would you do that? Like, Yeah, no, he lost the plot there, but yeah, that's a different fight, bro. When somebody comes for your mom, it's like,
I don't know.
It's off, bro. Like, even if you can't fight there, you have to fight somehow.
to do
like
something.
pull the strength from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, so like that would have been an interesting one. The Prince KB one and Cassper one, I don't know, bro. Like,
But I think it's just all these.
you know what I mean?
What is the beef between Prince KB or whatever?
I don't know, and I'm not gonna claim to know.
Yeah, I actually don't know.
I don't know, but
Going on there as well.
yeah, if somebody knows what the beef is, let us know. But you know, for me, that one's won't be as interesting.
Who would win though? We should actually
I think Prince
make a
KB
poll
would win
between Cassper and Prince KB.
because he's also got the.
Yeah. No, I think Prince KB can kick ass.
You see what I'm saying?
Looks like a. If I saw him in the streets, you know, if I was a fighting guy and I was a little guy, I'd think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like because even like some of his, I watched some of his Insta stories.
Yeah.
Where he was actually working out, and it's so intense. You can
See what I'm
that it
saying?
is.
So yeah, now there I think Prince KB would do the things, and not to say Cassper doesn't know how to fight. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like maybe he turns into Jackie Chan at night. I don't know. And he's been training for AKA so maybe he's gonna maybe he does the things.
Speaking to somebody who has aggression
Yeah.
as an MC, T.I. Apparently he's retiring after this next album. What do you guys think about that?
I wish I was this guy. There's this. You should check out. There's this little guy on. He's also like a guy who does reviews on YouTube. It's called Slickmouth, right?
Local.
He's a local guy.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that guy is hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
You should check out his stuff, man.
Yeah.
I wish I was him and you had asked me that question. Cause he just says stuff where like, bruh, you know people are gonna watch this, right? Like, you can get sued over this shit, bro. Like, so who cares? To be honest, I feel like T.I. it's been coming, bro. Like we've been waiting for you to hang it up. Like who? Okay, when was the last time you listened to a T.I. album?
I listened to his last project. I won't lie.
Is it?
Did you listen to the whole
I
project?
listened.
I listened to the whole
The
project.
last project that I listened from T.I. was Paper Trail.
Yeah.
Which one?
Paper Trail.
Right?
you're
Same,
not a
yeah.
fan.
That was the
You're not a
last
fan.
time.
That was the
And
that was a
big-
classic. Guy.
Bro, and I
No, that was
big
a classic
fan.
album, but he's had other projects after that.
He's had a lot.
A lot
Yeah,
of projects.
exactly.
Troubled Man.
Nobody cares.
There's quite a few.
No, but he's given a lot to the game.
I know he's given a lot to the
I
game.
see him.
He's an epic MC.
Can I be honest with you, ne?
Yeah.
For the music he creates,
Yeah.
hear me right with this. For the music he creates,
Yeah.
he's one of the guys who's been the most consistent for the music he creates. In terms of your brand of music, consistently giving that level of material. You can see so many cats who've fallen off here and there and stuff like that. And yes, some albums or some material hasn't been as good.
Yeah.
But in terms of being consistent with, he's one of them.
No, and hear me out, right? And I was one of the biggest T.I., and I still am a fan. I'm a fan of T.I., not the artist, the person, right? Like I started as an artist when he was dope. Like when he came out with What You Know About That and
Rubber Band.
what, and the movie, you know what I'm saying? Like he was like in, right? So I feel like this is somebody who really paid his dues. He signed artists.
Yeah.
He's done his part in this hip hop thing, right? And he's almost gone beyond. He's bigger than hip hop, as far as I'm concerned. He's an activist. He's an actor.
He's branched out.
Do you understand? Like he's done it all, and I think that's a good way. There's a time you just have to hang it up, bro, and say, you know what? Let the younger guys do their thing in Atlanta. I mean, we were talking about this the other day. I think it was 50 Cent, right? We were saying, like, imagine if 50 Cent was an artist today, like just an artist. It would be weird. It would be like, this guy used to cause beef with everyone. Now he's still making music. Other guys have moved up. Like, 50 did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Do you understand? He was an asshole. He made his money as a hip hop artist. He used that to make money and moves in other places. Like he did what he was supposed to do, right? And I think that's kind of what T.I. is doing. Personally, I think he's realizing it as well. Like, you know what? Even I'm rapping with my lighty because his son is a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you know, like I think also it might also be the law issues and stuff like that. Because apparently it's getting into all these legal and also no. I think it's,
issue what?
there's like some lawsuits or some sort of law issues that I heard
He's always in trouble.
allegedly getting like, you know, but then also there's the smear thing that this other chick was saying she demands an apology from him.
And his
other
wife,
people were
'cause
saying
they chowed him.
Yeah,
They
they trafficking, what.
Hey, when are you a child? I don't know. I just think that one is tricky. I'm so against like, you know, GBV, right? Like if that happened, he needs to get what is coming to him. But I also think it's a very dodgy game. Like, you know, people will say this, you did that. So I'm not even talking about that aspect.
Yeah.
For me, it's he's done what he needs to do. I can understand him retiring now. And maybe, but also, you know, like a lot of artists say they retire, but you'll hear them still make music. Maybe I'm retiring from officially
releasing
touring
albums
as well.
and stuff, but I'm still gonna put out music feature on these different projects and whatever. So that's fine, you know.
And with the ease with which you can put out music, you might just retire from touring.
Yeah, like,
You know.
dude, like imagine you've been doing this all your career, right? When you're a lighty, now you're in your 40s, almost 50s.
Yeah.
But you know, my honest
tired of
opinion there, because I fully agree with everything you said, no honest. And I'm a fan. I'm a huge TI.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe just people should just stop retiring as musicians. They should stop saying it.
It's annoying when they come back.
Yeah, because it's annoying when they come back. I mean, Logic is back, guys. Logic. Yes, apparently.
We don't need him. Like, he should go. Go back, bro. Go back to retirement.
I ain't even about to argue. I mean, hey.
Like,
But
nah. We good on Logic. There's certain artists you're like, it's
like-
cool. Stay there. Sit. You know?
Yeah.
So it's cool. Like, I think also interesting thing was the deal that Cassper, we were talking about Cassper, the deal that he signed
With Drip.
with Drip, right?
It's good to see South African
That's a
artists
starting
win.
point.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's good to see them make these epic deals where
Yeah.
it's going to give them some wealth.
It's
Hopefully
important.
they-
Hopefully.
Take care of their children.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they also give back to the communities and
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
I'm
that's
a firm believer that we need more of that, right? I think you might need to just push this a little closer.
But giving back.
I'm a firm believer of that. We need more collaboration amongst Black African entrepreneurs, right? It's something that I think we've lost due to our previous circumstances where the economy was not open to us at all.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of how we win, man. Because now, what was weird was now people were coming at him about, you know, it's 100 million, like, hey, why are you lying to the people and stuff, right? And for me, I get it. Like, you don't have to say how much, right? But let's not take away from the fact that these are Black men that are trying to collaborate
Yeah,
and
that's the most
make
important
something
Can we just
succeed,
stop being jealous?
right? Hey,
Let's just stop. Look, guys,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was him who announced it. I didn't see the post or whatever. Guys, sometimes we need to know the figures to know the volume of what has just transpired. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? It's the same thing if they told us, hey, Jay-Z sold Tidal for 100,000 versus when they tell us 250
yeah,
million.
like they told us.
We now, the boy just made a move. You know what I mean? And it inspires us. Can we? Why are you now angry that they said a significant amount? That's just jealousy, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it that some people might be too audacious with their bragging.
Right.
I get it, but I mean, can we just salute people when they?
100 million, man. And it's not to say that, you know, there's 100 million in the bank. People, please, right? It's saying that's the size of the deal. It's worth so much, or it's maybe you're making projections, right? To say it's going to be worth so much in this time frame or whatever.
What someone might
You
realize
understand?
if they do 1, 2, 3 type of
Correct.
things.
So and that's fine. But all I'm saying is these are two Black men that are coming together to do something that will hopefully create jobs, that will hopefully,
help a
and
community that
you
was
understand.
obviously.
So
the
we need
longest
more of that. We need more of that. I mean, when
oppressed.
Nike releases a new sneaker, no one is like, hey, why are they collaborating with, Travis Scott or,
Thank you,
Puma, J. Cole,
Yeah.
or, you know what I mean? But when it's our own black thing, like we try to tear it down. We need to stop that. I
Especially African art.
think African
They
artists,
deserve so much support.
bruh, like I think we need to do more of that. And, yeah, like I think that's also a good lane for Cassper in terms of he's done his music thing. He's becoming an OG in this thing, right? It's a good way to kind of venture into other things and open room for other younger acts to come in and do their thing and show people a different lane, right? You can go like, okay, you can start as a hip hop artist, but you can also branch into this, into that, into you know what I mean?
Speaking to collaboration,
Yeah.
Kanye also did
With Gap.
things sold out. Yeah.
Already
he did
sold out?
jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, sold out. In
I
30
read- I read-
minutes.
It's crazy, bro. Like the Kanye thing, right, puzzles me because people love to hate Kanye,
You know what
but
I'm
they
saying?
support
I was
the
actually
dude.
watching, I was
They do.
watching a clip of
Right?
how there's some video on YouTube where they're saying that how Kanye survived the cancel.
The cancel culture.
Yeah, the cancel
I
culture.
mean,
Yeah.
even that also. The cancel culture is another thing. We'll
But
talk
did they
about
ever
it.
try to cancel Kanye?
Quite a lot of times.
What?
Oh, with a slavery story. With a slavery
They've tried
story.
to cancel Kanye so many times,
Yeah.
bro.
But you know
Yeah.
what? This was actually a discussion also for 50 Cent on The Breakfast Show. I think
Yeah.
it's people who are just authentically themselves
Right.
will survive the cancel culture.
But that's the thing. It's easy to come at Kanye, right? But at the same time, you realize Kanye, he's gonna be him whether you like him or not.
Yeah.
Right? And you know what you're getting with Kanye.
Yeah,
you might
that's
not
the thing.
like it, but he's gonna give you the real.
Yeah.
Whatever that the real is to him,
Yeah.
right? And I think that's the beauty of it, because that's genuinely how people are as humans.
Yeah.
We change. Our opinions will change. We might start here, we might wake up tomorrow, we feel differently.
Yeah.
It's a good reflection of just yourself as a person.
But I think that in addition to everything you've said,
Yeah.
because I'm fully agreeing with you, is also the thing of these people will continue to behave in that direction,
Yeah.
even if you do cancel them. Even if we were successful at canceling them, they would still be that
still be the
person.
same.
So
They're not
they're
gonna
not
change.
reacting off of how we feel about them.
No.
You see?
No.
And that's what I personally appreciate.
No, like,
You know?
we're so programmed and used to just following the grain, and
Yeah.
we're like one uniform color. We're supposed to think the same, agree, never argue.
It's a problem.
It's a problem, bro. Like you just have to. We need different opinions. We need different perspectives, right?
Yeah.
And Kanye's a creative,
It is.
so he's so used to going against the grain.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And you
Yeah.
see it working for him. So I think it's a formula that has worked, right? So you know, there's a Kanye. There's only gonna be one Kanye, and and not to say that's what the young youth should be aspiring to do.
Yeah.
But everyone should be aspiring to be the best version of themselves.
And that's what he says.
Yeah.
He says that he's about inspiring people to be themselves. Like
Do you understand?
I was watching
Like-
an interview of his where he was saying that.
Yeah, so I definitely support that. And I just find it weird. Like people hate him, but they buy his clothes. They buy his shoes.
You know, I
They
never
buy
thought about
X-ray.
it until you mentioned it. That's
Right?
very, very true.
Like he's
Or
not
maybe people don't hate
he's
him.
the
Maybe it's
most
just the media,
unpopular
you know what I'm
popular
saying?
person ever. Like if that makes
I
sense.
now want to Google Kanye clothes. Like, are they really that nice?
Hey, some of them are edgy, right? Like you gotta have
Because that's the only other thing that would make sense. We don't like him, but the clothes are nice.
the clothes are interesting. They're just like him. They're
But,
very
but nonetheless, we're happy that he's winning.
No, no.
he's winning.
Like,
He's-
yes.
and what people don't know about Kanye is that he actually does a lot for the community behind the scenes that he doesn't publish or put out there. You know what I mean? So he's a man who has actually some form of integrity. Like he does stuff. He's not just
Yeah, all talk, no
lip
action.
service, you know? So I mean, like, definitely you can't hate on that. Also, when we had Lloyd Banks drop some music, I don't know. I don't care. I don't get to. Do you care?
I
was interested in the
But I used
They
to,
said he
feel
had this track.
Lloyd Banks.
I used to feel low. I used to as well.
I used to feel like
But I don't.
I don't know. Like
No, he's your
it's
rapper's
a TI
rapper.
situation.
Yeah.
No,
like-
guys, we can't even put him on that type. No. Guys, no, I'm a fan of both, but we can't give him. T.I. had his own lane. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He was his own man. Like
Yeah.
he actually really blew up.
yes.
He reached. Can we say that T.I. didn't fulfill his potential.
No, he did.
all he
Lloyd
could
Banks
do.
didn't. Lloyd Banks didn't. And he's
Unfortunate.
not going to. At
And
this
he's not
point. I
going
think
to.
it's one of those things where it's like, bro, come at this thing from a different angle.
Yeah.
Not the rap shit. Like maybe, something.
But he's
Just
one of
sign to the
those.
vote
Maybe
or
they must just
something.
have a G unit.
You understand?
It's too much
like
beef there.
maybe that angle. But I don't
wasn't
care.
gonna bring up that topic because I knew.
I was like, I was like, flipping Aubrey. Why do we have?
No, the truth is that
Banks?
the only reason why it's relevant is because there's some obviously he's addressing some of the things that 50 said.
Oh, did he touch on it in the music?
Yeah, he touched on it. So 50 obviously said Lloyd Banks is lazy. Long story short, of which
We don't know. He might be. He might not be.
Yeah.
We just knew he was dope at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's
But
fine.
those niggas.
No, but you know what,
the
from the
G-Unit
outside-
niggas were supposed to be big, though,
Right.
guys. Like,
But nobody had the same work ethic
Like-
as 50.
No, but 50
or
it's-
50
it's-
didn't position them. I don't
You know what my thing is? 50 doesn't have Lil Wayne and Birdman's spirit.
Yeah.
In that he steps back and he just lets you shine, lets you dominate, and that's the thing. I mean, Lil Wayne, if you look, who else could Drake have been as big as he is?
Yeah.
If he had gone to Hove, if he had gone to any of these other guys, because literally they will push you. They will, if they see Nicki Minaj is killing it right now, they will keep on pushing you and pushing you. And I just feel like 50 doesn't do that. He doesn't have that thing of, I'm a step aside. That's why Game left. And if we look at it,
And Game
that was
pumped.
the best decision he made
Game
for himself.
ever made.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
When
saying?
he lived.
that's
yeah?
true.
No,
So-
I feel you. I
But,
feel
but,
you.
but
You gotta
Game
work.
also, like,
Yeah.
compared to the other G Unit members, Game had talent, guys.
Yeah.
No, can I tell you something?
yeah.
You know,
Sometimes.
huh?
Like,
Can I tell you
yeah.
something? Can I tell you something?
Tony Ayo.
Do you know?
Even
Do you know?
now.
Yeah, in terms of those two. But in terms of
Out
bars,
all unit.
in terms of
Game
bars,
is even more relevant than all of them now from a hip hop standpoint.
100%, 100%. But
Yeah.
do you know that in terms of bars, I can tell you now, when it comes to Lloyd and Game, we cannot say that Game is better than Lloyd on bars. We cannot say. Can I tell you what makes Game more appealing for you?
What?
He's got presence. He's got presence.
Game's
He's got
real,
that
bro.
star quality. Let me tell you. I'm telling you. I'm a fan of both. Yeah, I'm
Do you
telling
think
you.
Lloyd Banks?
Do you know that Lloyd Banks has got better bars than even 50?
Wait. Let me ask you a question.
Tell me.
Do you think Lloyd Banks
Yeah.
could come up with a song like Dreams?
Guy,
What
this
are
is
you
what I'm
saying,
saying.
Aubrey?
This is what I'm saying.
Oh,
That-
what are you saying?
I'm
Come on,
saying
bro.
that presence is more than just your lyrics. Even Jadakiss. Look at Jadakiss. If you go and listen to that man's music,
No,
he's
Jada
better than a
something
lot
else.
of cats.
Yeah.
He's better
Jada
than a lot of
something
cats,
else.
but he
But you-
doesn't have that presence, that thing that makes you pause and say, "Oh, this guy
It's
is
sad
on
what
stage."
happened to
You get what I'm
Jada,
saying?
because-
Look at what Michael Jackson does when he gets on stage. He doesn't say anything. He's there for I don't know how many minutes. The crowd is going wild. That's presence, guy. You have to have this thing that makes people listen to you. It's a star quality. There's some oaks that just don't have it. Look at Diddy. Diddy has presence. But does he have bars? That guy can't give you a verse for. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to put forward to you guys.
Okay, maybe.
But you saying Game and Lloyd are on the same level.
No,
That's what
I'm
you
saying.
say.
I said
Bro,
that when
I
it comes
don't
to
agree,
yes, when it
bro.
comes to music, when it comes to the bars, you see what I'm saying? But if we now look at star quality and what this guy brings,
I don't
Game
know,
gives
bro.
you more.
I don't
That's
know.
why he is where he is.
I
Game
don't
gives
know.
you more.
Let me ask a hip hop head.
Yeah.
Q. You were there the whole time, bro. You were there the Gene era, right? We have 50, Game, Lloyd,
Young Buck, Tony
Young
Ayo.
Buck, Tony Yayo, that whole crew, right? So you know you've heard Lloyd Banks, you've heard Game, you've heard 50, right? You've heard Hate It or Love It, right?
Yeah.
You had
how we-
Fire,
you had give me a Lloyd Banks one.
fire,
Beamer,
smile.
Benz or Bentley?
Beamer, Benz, or Bentley.
Benzo, Bentley. In terms of bars and just like
come on,
who was
bro.
a better rapper?
In terms
Lloyd
of,
Banks, Game. Yeah.
aha.
When Game came for 50, he came with 100 bars. Do you remember 100 bars?
Yeah.
Who do you know who ever stopped 50 until he got tired? Because 50 is prolific.
Yeah.
50
Yes.
takes a thief.
Yeah.
But Game came at him with mixtape after mixtape said
Makes
they
sense.
would stop. You didn't have to be saying anything new.
Yeah.
Saying nonsense.
Yeah.
You wouldn't stop. Game can wear you out. Tupac would warn you out.
Mm,
But you see, that's the difference. So there you go.
different artists.
So you niggas
I'll
are not
give you
hearing the
compromise.
man
No,
because
I'll
it's
give
coming
you
from him.
compromise. I'll
That's
compromise
exactly
with
what I was
y'all.
saying.
I'll compromise
Yeah.
with y'all. Game and Lloyd are different artists.
Yeah, let's just leave it there.
Let's just leave it there. That's as much as you're gonna get, bro. Because Game, bro, like
It's just
bro.
some tracks that Game has.
I like the
Game
illustrations
has
you gave.
tracks that you
Because it just
know.
knocks it down.
Like we can talk about Boomer Benz and Bentley now. Game lives in the studio.
Yeah. That it's not necessarily about the music, which
Yeah.
is what he's been
Yeah.
saying. It's about that thing of being ferocious. It's about that star quality
He wanted
that
it
makes
more.
people pause.
I think-
exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I think. All right. I think he wanted it more than Lloyd.
For sure,
Lloyd,
for sure.
Lloyd was probably had more talent. Like
Yeah.
it just lyrically, he was just better with the pen, maybe.
Yeah.
But because Game wanted it more,
Yeah.
he put in the work to like. Because I was watching a clip recently of just Game, like how he creates. He was working on this song and he was on live, Instagram live, and he was like, listen to this beat, right? And he's just like trying to get the lyrics right, and just like.
Yeah.
So he kind of built the whole song
Yeah.
on live, right? And it was a vibe, bro. You can tell like this guy loves this thing, bro. And he was just like, yo, I didn't know how to do this. Like anyone can. It's just like I wanted this thing more. You know what I mean? And bro, when you hear the final version of the joint,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, well, this guy is a craftsman, bro. And that's what an artist should be, though. You might have the best pen.
You know what I
but it's
realized,
like, how
though?
bad do you want it, bro?
In an ideal world, I fully agree with you. But the reality is that we don't all have the personality for that. And it's just sad, unfortunately.
Yeah. And that's exactly what happened with Game, right? Let's just wrap it up. So we got a few. Obviously, we want to wrap up, go through a few topics, right, quickly. And you can tell me if we care or not. I mean, that's how we're gonna wrap this shit up, right?
Yeah.
So, Fab posting a pic of a woman. What pic? What did he?
So it was basically just saying that the chick was on point, that she was on flick. But
He
I
was
think that
commenting
one,
on another
that one
show.
is more about, is it okay for you to be in a relationship and post a pic of another chick and celebrate her?
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're
That's-
trying to
If you're trying to fight with your
you know,
with your homies.
if you're trying to start
but
something,
this was
sure.
his comeback to
Go
society
ahead.
because people grilled him, obviously. The whole comeback was, people say you must give people their flowers while
When
they're
they're-
still here, but when the person does that, they hate him. So
but it's
that was
a different-
that was a
it's a different
discussion.
It's a different context. If you're posting and celebrating another woman,
Yeah.
just know your woman is not gonna have that. And that's what it is. Unless she
And that's the thing, we don't know
knows the
that.
person. Or yeah.
You know, because she didn't trip, it was just society.
Fellas,
But-
don't do it, is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's a wise decision. That's a wise decision.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you're Jay-Z and you got $1 billion. But I doubt he'd do this.
But even Jay-Z shouldn't do that.
Jay-
I mean,
Jay did the best thing,
elevator
just stayed off
situation.
social
we
media.
don't want him to
Altogether.
write another apology.
So we don't care about
Yeah.
that one. That's one, right? Cedric the Entertainer stole Cat Williams' joke. I don't care. Maybe as a creative, he cares because it's his content, but I feel
Yeah.
like it's comedy, man. Like jokes might intertwine.
bro.
You might.
Yo, bro, don't say that.
That's what Cedric said.
Don't
He
say
said,
it.
"Listen, it's a joke I started. It might be similar to you, but it's his joke has roots in other jokes.
Yeah.
So it's his. So
Okay.
I don't think you can be.
That's what
We
Cedric
don't care.
responded because I didn't hear the response.
Yeah, so he responded. So we don't even care about that. Mariah leaves Rock Nation. Nobody
No, that
cares.
does something.
She cleared it up. She said,
Yeah,
well,
she
they're
cleared it
cool,
up.
whatever. So it's a rumor. Whatever. The Baby says rappers are scared to feature him in tracks. Yeah, I like The Baby. So,
I doubt it.
Isn't he one of these
I don't
thuggish
believe it.
niggas?
huh?
Isn't he one of these thuggish rappers that?
He is, but he's funny.
Yeah.
He's funny. Hey, Google, play The Baby Suge. Oh my God. Not Akinelli, fam. Hey, Google. Google is full of crap. Hey, Google, play The Baby Suge. That's the song.
Who else is picking that up?
Yeah. He's one of those like, so
I've heard him.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey. So it's this guy.
Yeah.
But you kind of hear like he's got a fun flow. He's tough.
No,
but he's got a
he
fun
also
flow.
has bars, eh?
And he did a song recently, like
Yes.
a pop song with this shorty.
Levitate.
I think it was Demi Lovato. Oh, I don't know who it was. It was like a
Was it?
pop chick. Yeah.
Oh.
So like he's mainstream. He's you.
Yeah, no, I think it's Levitate, but I don't think people fear him. I just don't think.
I think-
he mixes with a lot of artists.
I
That's
think he
my
mixes
opinion.
with a lot of artists, but I think he's dope. So like with any rapper, like if you're gonna be on a song with a dope rapper, you gotta bring it.
You know, I wouldn't fear this guy, to be honest. Even if it's.
Aubrey.
Can I
But
tell you
very big
why?
sound.
He's so different from what I would bring. I don't think people would really be like, that nigga burnt you.
Yeah.
It's not like Hove. It's not like
a
a Kendrick type situation. Where
Hey.
like, yeah.
Hey.
You know?
Hey. Hey, bro, this guy's my guy, bro. I rock with the baby.
Yeah.
So that was one. I rock with the
No, I
baby.
don't think there's anything
rappers
really
should be
worth.
should be
I thought you were gonna switch
scared.
to the next.
Yeah, there was something about
Just
yeah,
the
yeah.
ESCOM thing.
Yeah, ESCOM Ace. It's tough. Just I don't know.
This has been a rough week.
It's been a rough week.
been a
Low
rough week, man.
shedding, bro. Like I had a meeting, right? Because I've been working from home, so I had a meeting where like it's like you're on a call, so you're presenting to a customer, right? And you know how like if the power goes, your Wi-Fi goes,
Yeah, everything
goes, and even if you hotspot, the network around you is
it's gonna need
bad.
some
Like,
time, yeah.
bro, I had to like be like, yo, listen. So I had to call them, like, guys, listen, I need to drive like 15 minutes
Yeah.
out of this area so I can jump back on Wi-Fi, and then you know what I mean. Like
wow.
it's crazy like that.
I didn't have power on Monday from like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
until like 4 p.m.
Sheesh, man, it's crazy.
I'm just gonna go to campus and do all my lectures there.
Oh, you guys
because
have,
I
like,
do have
general-
online classes, but I'm like, I don't want to be rescheduling. So I'm
Bro,
like,
that's the
yeah.
thing. That's the thing. The rescheduling. It's rough, man. I think there's a conspiracy theory. All right, don't quote me on this. That it's kind of this thing is being put like this so that the private companies can come in, right? As in, I know we were speaking about it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
where it's
yeah.
like
we were talking about SAA
privatization
as well.
and what these
51% being bought
you
out.
know SOEs, and if that's the case, shame on whoever the plan is pushing that. But I think truth of the matter is we do need electricity because it affects a lot
That's
of
the
things,
direction
bro.
I wanted to take.
Like a lot.
That's the direction I want to take, because it's like, if those who are currently in charge weren't messing up,
yeah,
it would be one thing for us to say, okay, this thing has legs.
correct.
And even there could be capitalists who are like, okay, there's an opportunity.
That's what I'm saying.
But at the end of the day, I think as society, at least
Yeah.
me, let me say me,
yeah,
I'm on that tip of let them have it. Because those who we have allowed to run this thing have let us down.
yeah.
We can't be talking about electricity. We can't be talking about our own airways.
Bro.
We can't be talking about that type
Bro.
of stuff. So I mean, if it's like me choosing between, do we privatize
Yeah.
or do I not have electricity? It's obvious.
But the argument is if this is being engineered
Yeah.
to be like that, where like it doesn't have to be like that, but somebody behind the scenes is engineering this whole situation so that, you know, we're forced to go that route of privatization, whatever. That's what I'm saying. That's where the
But
shame on the part is.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'm fully with you. My only issue that I have to anybody who says it doesn't have to be,
Yeah.
I'd say, how can you say it doesn't have to be when those who have been running it are failing to do so?
To do so,
You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? We can't continue to give resources to those who have shown us we're not responsible
Able to.
enough to. You get what I'm saying? That's just my take.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a bad situation, but I hope we figure it out. I know, like for the past 2 days, I had electricity, which was good, you know. But yeah, I think it's something that's affecting a lot of things, business wise, the economy, and a lot of that. So hopefully they can figure that out. People are going on special leave. I mean, I don't know how we feel about that, but
Yeah.
I think whoever if you've stolen money, man, you know that's a shame, especially right now. It's like
Alleged.
allegedly, yeah. if you have, that's why I said if, right? It's a shame because of how bad the situation is. Do you know what I mean? Like, can we at least get out of this situation first?
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I mean?
Can I have one concluding statement from my side?
Yeah.
I wish we could ghost our leaders.
Just ghost them. You know what I mean? All right, man. It's been real, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. But check us out on Instagram. Check us out on iTunes,
YouTube.
Spotify, YouTube.
We're everywhere.
And subscribe. Hit us up on.
Let us know what you want to talk
DM us,
what
you know
you
what
want
I'm
us
saying?
to talk about.
Yeah, like, throw in topics. If you want to come in, if you got something very important to say, give us a shout. And, you might find yourself chilling with the crew, you know what I'm saying? Like
The Dread Avenue crew.
The Dread Avenue crew, man. So it's been real, for real. We appreciate all the support. And, let's go on this journey, man. It's only the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, a shout out to Vitamin Q Studios as well. I think it's important to give them a shout out.
Big shout out.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, subscribe to Dread Avenue first, okay? Then subscribe to Vitamin Q, all right? If you want to shoot a podcast, if you got something that is solid that you want to say, you want to create a platform for yourself,
Have a photo
give
shoot.
us a shout. We do photo shoots, we do the whole nine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So definitely, we appreciate your support. And tune in. We're going to have another episode coming up next week.
We out.
And we out, man.
Peace.
Peace. Hey, it's been real, man.